to quite a few countries.
It takes so long for news to travel from England to Vietnam. Maybe the news happens 1 month ago. It's not really new anymore. News comes from news. So things that are new is news. Things that are happening today is news. So if it came from England or somewhere, it might take a long, long time to get here. In most cases, the news is very old.
As long as you can do them both in 1 week. Yeah. Okay, I'll give everyone 2 minutes more. So I want you to be able to speak for 2 to 3 minutes. So it's going to be quite detailed. So think of food, people, but I'd like you to talk about the problems that you face. How is it different? So maybe if you go to India, you'll get food poisoning, or food fads. You might have a stomach bug there, so you can't eat food on the street maybe. So I'm going to go first. I'm going to talk about paragliding. So I'll show you this video first. Has anyone seen this? Yeah, so you put on a parachute and just run off a mountain. So you can do this 1 hour drive from here. So this is only 1 hour away. Who would want to do this? Yeah. You know you can do this course, $10 million, and you can do this to a point where you jump off the mountain yourself.
I think I'm spending that money for something else.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Maybe I got charged take prices. Maybe if you're Vietnamese, they'll charge you less.
I spent 4 days in the hotel. Luxury hotel with 5 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much would you pay for that? Two? If anyone's interested in doing that, you can do it. In the club, there's like 14, there's a 14-year-old that did that by himself. Something else. It's in Hua Binh. You know that? Yeah. If you go to Hua Binh, you can do paragliding. Okay, let me go first. So I'm going to tell you what I'll do if I have unlimited money. So I would get on a plane at Hanoi Airport and I'd fly straight to Norway, to Ailsund, in the middle of the fjords. I'd go and I'd buy a paraglider and I'd jump off the tallest mountain and fly down the bottom. rent a helicopter and go around Norway. I'd bring my wife and my son. The troubles I'd have, I have a 5-month-old baby, so he'd be crying, so I always have to try and look after him. The language barrier. Norwegians speak very good English, so they would just talk to me in English and it would be fine. So there wouldn't be much of a language barrier there. The troubles, I don't have warm clothes here in Vietnam. I have a jacket because it doesn't get that cold, but in Norway it'd be very cold. So I'd have to buy very thick jackets here in Vietnam or as soon as I got off the plane. The food is very different. So yes, there are Vietnamese restaurants, but it's all Norwegian food. So meatballs and lots of fish. But I like that type of food, so it wouldn't be a problem. It'd be more expensive, but I have unlimited money, so I don't care. I'll buy anything. So, who can tell me what you would do? Can you start? Yeah. What would you do if you had unlimited money for a week?
Talk about one city. So my favorite city is New York, and I want to travel it one time. In my opinion, it will be happiness if I go with my family. As I know, New York is one of the most developed city about entertainment. So I think it will have many things for me to play or relax. Moreover, New York has many big shopping malls, so I want to buy something which is haven't in Vietnam. To do that, I must bring a lot of money. Of course, besides that, I want to improve my English. So by talking with regional people. Otherwise, there's some problem that I have to deal with. One of them is transport system. I think transport system in New York is very complex. So I can go anywhere if I don't have I don't know about transport system in New York.
Okay. Okay, good. Okay, what about guns? Most Americans own a gun. Are you worried about getting shot?
Yeah, it's very dangerous too.
Okay. Do you have guns in Vietnam?
No.
No.
And you have a whole way to.
Okay. So like the Che Chou, they have like big knives though. Like I've seen all these crazy YouTube videos where they pull out like a knife like this long on their motorbike. What's that? I don't know, the big sword. I've seen like people have sword fights. Sorry? The Thailand, no, in Vietnam. There's like videos that are on the internet. Sorry? What's that? No, so they've got like huge swords like on their motorbike. They pull it out like that and they have like sword fighters.
The katana is like the samurai sword.
Oh, katana. Okay. Oh, I didn't know that, mate. Okay. Yeah. So my wife says don't do anything on the road. If somebody like bumps into you or something, don't say anything because there's a lot of violent people here apparently. Has anyone ever experienced violence in Vietnam? Like on the road, like somebody's like pushed you off or like kicked you on the road? Yes? No? One? Okay.
I've seen like two people fighting on the road because they are drunk.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of people drink drive here. Yeah, text and drive. So if you're caught texting and driving in Australia, I think it's a $400 fine, which is like $6 million fine if you're caught texting and driving in Australia. Big. Okay, can you tell me what would you do on your holiday?
If I have unlimited money, so I will travel to Manchester for 1 week because I am big fan of Manchester United club. So I will watch the daily match in that week. Also I will go to the stadium museums to improve my knowledge about history. I will bring my best friend Kamil because he's a weekend football team.
Okay.
Maybe I will have some troubles where like pickpockets or thieves. Maybe maybe I have a language barriers because in that native speakers who's like the accents we have a little bit different like me. So as I know we can put very typical. Sometimes I can put some like chia cakes and fish and chips. Because I really like to eat, so I eat that.
Okay. Okay. Nice. And would you still go if Ronaldo wasn't there? No. So if Ronaldo went back to Portugal, you would go?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Okay, thank you. Good. Okay, what about you?
I will go to Mexico and find out about the tradition maybe taco. Also, they have a lot of kind of festival, and I will bring my family too. The problem I may face is drugs and racism.
What's that?
Drugs and racism.
Okay.
That is.
Okay. Do you speak Spanish?
I will.
Okay. Good. Do you think that there would be racism in Mexico?
Sometimes, but not always.
Do you think they're racist towards Asians or racist towards anyone that's not Mexican? Or
Maybe on the Asian.
okay, fair enough. Yeah, I'd be worried in Mexico that there'd be cartels that kidnap people. So if they think you have money, a lot of the time in Mexico they'll take you and then ask for a ransom. Okay, good. Okay, what about you? Where would you go? Wait.
If I have unlimited money, I think I would still go back to Australia. Buy like a pirate jet, maybe to an airport in Melbourne, and then I will like maybe travel all over Australia if I can. And maybe taste new food and see new choices, places. Maybe like some of them I already knew, like Sydney Harbour Bridge and Opera House. So I might bring some friends and like some of my family members there with me. So I don't be lonely alone.
Okay.
Maybe some troubles I may have is sometimes like in the summer, if I go in the summer, it will be very hot in Australia. So maybe I could go to the beach, or maybe like in the winter I think it's like a bit cold but not that cold. Maybe mostly in the winter I think I would go to like the snow.
Okay. It does snow in Australia, by the way. Yep.
The mountains, I think.
Yep.
So in Australia, I think it is very big. So you walk somewhere and you don't know. Maybe your phone is dead, so you don't have a map, so you get very lost very easily. Maybe if I went there and I didn't know the weather, like in the winter I bring the summer clothes. Or maybe we will have to buy
that summer in Vietnam was winter in Australia. Did everyone know that?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright. I didn't know that when I studied in Sweden. I left Australia, it was 38 degrees and I was in shorts and a t-shirt. And I got off at Copenhagen airport and it was -4 and I was standing there at the train station in shorts and a t-shirt. Yeah, I felt dumb. So it's good you know that. You said that you wanted to travel around Australia. So if you go from the east coast to the west coast, would you want to drive on a road with nothing around through the desert for 5 days?
No, maybe just go like on a plane.
Okay, so you drive down the coast and then get a plane over and then go up or something?
I think I wouldn't get a car, I would just like fly a plane around and if there's something cool we might like one, go down and take the break. Two, we can like fly slowly and
Okay. Okay. Okay, awesome. Okay, thank you. And what about you?
I think I might go to somewhere in the south of Europe, like Italy or Greece, to try their cuisine and have some and visit some historical places. Because I have unlimited money, I will definitely hire a tour guide to break the language barrier and for more information of where to visit and what to do. I will definitely bring my family and maybe some of my class members there because it will be a really nice trip. So of course it will be hard if I get lost and I have no internet connection, maybe I cannot communicate with the local people and they won't help me. So that's a hard situation until you figure out the answer yet. And about how is the food different, I don't really know much about Italian or Greek food, but they are really tasty.
What Italian foods do you know?
What do you say?
What are some Italian foods that you know?
Pasta and pizza.
Yeah, good. No, I was surprised at how popular pizza is in Vietnam. Like you don't have many McDonald's, but there's pizza everywhere,
And
man.
again, in Vietnam, there are only 2 McDonald's in Vietnam.
Yeah, that's
I
yeah.
eat some McDonald's.
Okay. Yeah, in Western countries they're everywhere. Like McDonald's are like big market, like they're everywhere. Okay, good. And a good thing you brought up with the internet. That's really important when you travel. If you don't have internet, you know how hard it is to do anything. Maps don't work. Google Translate doesn't work. You can't get more credit because you're out of data. So yeah, that is a big problem. That if you
So what if I use a VPN?
a VPN, but you still got to connect to like a mobile network, right? Yeah. So like, let's say that like you go to Australia, your Mobiphone SIM card won't work in Australia. So if you get off at the airport and you don't speak English,
You're screwed.
yeah, you can't get a Grab. There's no Grab in Australia. We have Uber, but you won't be able to do anything. You won't be like, how do I get here? You won't be able to ask anything. Your bank accounts are locked. It'll be quite hard. The internet's important. So I went to Laos on my motorbike. My Vietnamese SIM card didn't work over there, and I really got lost. I couldn't translate anything. I think I really got ripped off on the currency because I couldn't Google Vietnamese dong to Lao. So I didn't even know. So I just gave them like 500 Vietnamese dong to try and buy a drink. 500,000 Vietnamese dong. And they gave me something and I think I bought like 2 cans of Coke with it and that was it. So I got ripped off. So yeah, having the internet's really good, or looking up what the exchange rate is before you go helps. Okay, can you tell me about your trip?
Like when to like still buy pieces of the plane. So like I enjoy the expensive survival there. And I love the culture. You know, like Japan has many crazy inventions.
Yeah.
Their noodles have some home to like fuel, break them and use like to clean your teeth after you eat.
Okay.
So I will go to some large building to know more about the invention. And actually, I will bring my best friend with me because I feel comfortable when I go. Some troubles that I will speak like Japanese. I think that always love experience. I have studied Japanese when I enough for me to use it in the and you know that Japan I often eat something raw like sashimi, but I have seen some people eat raw beef with egg.
Okay.
But when I was more, I have learned that I always have to eat food that have been cooked. So I think I still can eat a small group of them.
Okay. Okay, good. Okay. You can speak Japanese, but what if you didn't? So imagine that you're in an accident and no one was helping you. You had your mobile phone, it was working, and you had to call an ambulance. Now, you know the international emergency number is 112. You can call that from any country in the world and you'll get police, fire and ambulance, even here in Vietnam. Vietnam, Australia, Japan, Thailand, call that number, there's police
I
there.
think in Vietnam it's like 113 or 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so in Australia it's 000, America is 911. But any country in the world you can use that. So if you don't know the number, you dial that and you can get through. 112. So let's say that you've broken your leg and you need to call an ambulance and you call someone and then they speak English. So you find someone, they get an interpreter and they're like, hello, how can you help me? How can I help you? They're like, I broke my leg. They're like, okay, where are you? And you look up at the street sign and the street sign is this. I don't know the Japanese characters, but they're not even in English, right? So how would you get somebody to come and help you if you can't even tell them where you are? So,
does your phone still work?
oh yeah,
Does your phone still work?
your phone still works, yeah,
And it has internet?
and it has internet, yeah.
So there's like a scan of Google Translate. Yeah.
Okay.
And you can scan it and then it will translate.
You know, I will send them my location. Take a picture.
Okay, good. Okay, yeah, that as well, take a picture, good. So when I was in Russia, I was thinking, how would I try and get myself out of a situation with their characters? So we know what Russian looks like, right?
Yes.
So yeah, you very much need the internet. You always have to have data if you go to a foreign country and you can't speak the language. So yeah, that's really important. Okay, can I hear your story, please?
If I live in Mexico and I would go to Paris, probably. I actually go by airplane because I'm not really into cruise ship and I have a favorite ocean. So I will go by airplane. And I think in Paris I learned to so many things. I love artist things. I care about classical music and the want to bring my parents to go with me because my parents they don't speak French, but I feel like if I go with my parents, then I don't have any trouble. I don't know about the policy, the problems about the visa, because I'm a visitor, and I feel like my parents they can fix all that things. I don't know about it.
Okay.
And the trouble I think I'm gonna have is about it's always a language barrier. I don't speak French, so it's hard to like communicate with people that I speak in French. They speak Chinese well, they speak English well, so it's easy for me to communicate. And also something that I worry about is the cultural difference. It's in big city like Paris. It's not. I don't think that I'm gonna worry about it, but in some suburbs, I think they don't have so many like Asian restaurant. So it's quite hard to get used to with the food. And also I heard so many bad news about it in Paris and this eating on the street. And the food in Paris, I think in the French food, they don't really have chopstick and they just have a knife. And the restaurant is also always crowded because it has a huge number of visitors come to Paris every day, and so it's noisy to eat in that restaurant. And Vietnamese food is always have chopstick and it's more seasoning, and I love the seasoning, so I always like Vietnamese food. And I think that's all. If I have amazing time.
Okay, good. Okay, thank you. Who can use a knife and fork properly? Yeah, can someone cut a steak? Like if you have a big bit of beef and I gave you a knife and fork, can you cut it? Or
Maybe.
Yeah.
you can?
Maybe.
Okay, because my wife, she gets it like this and it's embarrassing when I took her to a restaurant. I never thought she can't use it. So yeah, that might be one thing as well. So, what else? Paris is different, they're very racist there. So my wife's best friend lives in Paris now, she's Vietnamese. And people say bad things to her. But also they say bad things to Westerners, so they treat us bad as well. So people in Paris or in France, I find, treat everybody quite poorly if you don't speak French. So like you said, French people have very good English, but they don't like to use it. So if you go there and you go into a restaurant, they understand you, but they'll just ignore you. And I've never experienced racism in any country apart from France. So I've seen 46 countries, not a problem in any of them, but in France, they're
Can you
quite
name
good.
all the countries?
Sorry?
Can you
Name-
name all the countries you
Oh, it's
visit?
going to take a while. Most of them are in Europe, so I cheated. Sort of like a few hours between. Yeah, maybe after class it'll take too long. But yeah, if you go and study in Europe, you can go and travel around and it's really cheap. You get a train for 2 hours, you're in another country. A plane, in 1 hour you can be on the other side of Europe. So once you go there, it's cheap. Okay, good. Can you tell me your story, please?
If I have unlimited money in 1 week, I will travel to France and China. First, when it comes to this, I will visit some famous places like in France. I will be to Eiffel Tower or some rival around here. And if I come to Thailand, I will visit some mountain. Yeah, I like mountains in Thailand. And I will be enjoying the food and the culture in here. I love to enjoy and find out something new in other culture in other country, and I will bring my family to come with me because my mom have a very good English and my dad have a very good Chinese. Yeah, so I think if I come with my parents, and I will not about like worry about the language, and they help me in the trouble when we have it, because I have only 1 week, so I need in 2 weeks, so maybe I will have impact and the weather. It's trees, you know, like in France it is somewhere like that, and in China maybe it's autumn or something. I don't know.
Okay. It'd be similar to Vietnam because the jet lag, it's only a 2-hour flight, I think. Because it's close. I don't think you feel jet lag.
Yeah.
Okay. What about food?
I think China have same like same taste with Vietnam, and maybe it's more spicy, but I love spicy.
Okay.
And in France, maybe it's more calories for me. You know, a lot of restaurants have what duck? I don't know what is in the duck.
The fat, the white bit.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think it's so much calories.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I never thought of that. Okay, fair enough. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, thank you. How is it different? People that have gone overseas, how is the meat different in Vietnam to another country? Did anyone notice how it's cut differently?
Jet lag.
What's that?
Some different.
Okay. But I'm saying the meat, so say if you get beef, how is it different beef in Australia compared to beef in Vietnam?
There's a Vietnam is very
Smaller story.
Do you think it's luxury? You know how it's cut differently? You know how like in Australia they cut beef and you get like a big steak, but in Vietnam, especially with chicken. So in Australia with chicken they cut it and you've got the breast, then you've got the leg. In Vietnam, they sort of cut like this, like what?
Random.
Yeah. Yeah, so you get a bit of a toenail and you get a bit of a neck and you get the beak in there and it's sort of crunchy.
That's to make
So make fur? Yeah. Yeah, always interesting, yeah. Okay, can I hear your story, please?
And then money in a week I will go to London. I will be bring my money. Worker because English is pretty cold, and I'll also bring my passport. In London, I will travel all over London, preferably in a double-decker bus.
Okay.
After traveling, I want to enjoy the boring English cuisine.
Okay. Fair enough.
I like the fish and chips and the tea. After that, I will go watch some football. After I watch some match, I would like to visit the Buckingham Palace. I would tease the guards about how they waste their life just standing there.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I hope you get a video of that. Yeah.
And after that, when the night comes, if possible, I will assassinate the queen.
Okay. It's being recorded. This is going to the immigration in London now. You're never getting a visa there.
I'm just kidding.
No visa like this. Okay. Nice. Okay, so how are you going to escape? So now that everybody in London is trying to find you, who just killed their queen, how are you going to get out of London and back to Vietnam?
Like I said, I bring warm clothes so that includes gloves, so they will not find my fingerprint.
Okay. Good.
After that, I would buy an apartment to live for a week. It is near the Downing Street, where Boris lives.
Okay.
Um,
You're not gonna Boris, are you?
no,
He's okay?
he's fine.
Okay, good.
The only problem I can imagine living in near Downing Street is when I read a book and I look outside, I can see Boris' hair. His hair has some problems.
It does, yeah.
Another problem that I might suffer is the jet lag, the time differences. So like I might fall asleep in the middle of the day and I woke up at night. In the last few days, just because in the final day because I need to get out of my crimes. I would flee to somewhere that is nice and to enjoy and also speak English like Jamaica.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice. Okay, thank you. Okay, so if you knocked out the Queen, you know how the Queen's head is on all of our coins?
Yeah.
Yeah, so then we're gonna have Prince Philip's head on all of our coins.
No, it's Charles.
Oh yeah, Charles, that's right. Prince Philip's the
I
other
want
one.
to give Charles a chance.
You don't want it to go to William?
Yeah. He's Charles' son.
Yeah, so he might say, I don't want to be king, and then it might jump to William.
Okay.
Does anyone think of that? Does anyone follow the royal family?
I follow some.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of people hope that Charles doesn't want to be king because he's too old, and then Prince William can go there because he's younger, sort of closer to us, and the royal family is more relatable to us. So a lot of people want him to be king. But yeah, who knows?
Except with the Queen.
What's that?
The Queen still wants to be.
Yeah, she'll do it until she dies.
My first dream
No,
is
she's
to be a princess.
immortal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Until this one, she'll never die.
Yeah. How old is she now? 90?
95.
95, yeah. It's a very long time to do one job. Okay, let's have a look at the speaking component of the book. So can everyone open to page 82, please?
Have you done it?
I think you've done it.
Yeah.
We've
Oh,
done
You
this.
have done it?
You've done it
Yeah.
last week?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, so tell me, what's that building?
The hotel in Dubai.
Yeah, good. And how many stars is it?
7.
7, yeah.
Like the only in the world, the only 7-star hotel.
Yeah.
Do you have a 6-star hotel?
I don't know that. I think there would be. But yeah, does anyone know the name of it? Burj. Is it Burj Khalifa? Has anyone been to Dubai? No. If you can, so when you go on to your trip, go and have a layover in Dubai. It is a really cool city. So you go to like Vincom Center, and you know your aquarium in Time City?
Yes.
So there's a cool aquarium there. Imagine that 10 times bigger, but it's where you eat food in the food court. So you're sitting there like eating McDonald's, and there's like this massive whale going over the top of you. And that's in a normal shopping centre. And they've got a snowfield with real penguins, like live penguins.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. It's like glass box and they put like ice in and then twist this plate in.
Yeah. Yeah, it's in the middle of the desert. So it's like 44 degrees, like really, really hot. And then they have all this snow and penguins inside a shopping centre. There's one place, if you go to, what's the other city near Dubai? Does anyone know? So there's United Arab Emirates.
Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, Abu Dhabi. Good. So Abu Dhabi has this shopping center, and you go there, and to buy like a pair of socks would cost like $6 million
What?
for one pair of socks.
Oh,
$6 million. Like everything in that shopping center is crazy expensive. So it's for all the rich Emirati. Yeah, they have so much money there. So, and if you're into cars, you like to Dubai. So, a poor person would own a Mercedes. Like it's all like Ferraris and Lamborghini. Like the cars there are insane. Like it's, I've never seen anything like
I
it.
think the UAE already have flying cars, like flying police cars.
Oh, do they?
Yes, the police that are riding flying cars.
Oh wow. Okay, nice. Would anyone like a flying car?
Yep. Yep.
Let me show you a video. I'll show you. You've done all the work for this lesson, so I'm going to show you something else.
I think it's horrible.
Horrible. What, you're scared of heights, or it looks ugly, or?
No, it's look, when I look down over you,
Yeah.
Like the normal plane has 2 wheels. This is just a plane adding 2 more wheels.
No, no plane has three. One of them, not two of the back. Like the one that is way you can steer from front.
Yeah, so,
It's
Well, the-
just the plane with 4 wheels.
yeah, like a plane with 4 wheels. Small planes have 3 wheels.
Or just if I have unlimited money, I will be have to buy and rent or buy some car like this. I think it's so cool.
Yeah.
It will take a long time because it will take a lot of space.
Space, yeah. Well, have a look now. This could fit in your garage.
It can fit, but it needs a long way to the back.
Yeah. That's true. So if we had one in Hanoi, the nearest airport was, you know there's an airport in Zeeland? Zeeland? Zeeland?
The
Yeah, that one. There we go. So there's an airport there. Otherwise you have to go to the big international airport. So you can't just land on a road with that in Vietnam. It's too much traffic. So you have to find an airport. So like let's say that you live in, I don't know, you live in Haiphong and you wanted to fly to Hanoi. You have to land at the airport and then drive from the airport in that.
So we can
and
imagine
crazy rich, and I can see the class like a phone, use like a phone.
Do you think that it'll be hard flying a plane?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
And we will have
in the future, some motorbike can fly.
So I've got my pilot's license. I haven't
have
flown.
you ever flown a plane?
Yeah, I'll show you the one that I flew. It's only a small one.
they see that flying car can help protect the environment by reducing
Yeah, planes use a lot more fuel. So the plane that I flew used 40 litres an hour if you fly at an average speed.
Is that more than a car? Instead of
Much.
instead of traffic jam in the lane, you will be traffic jam in the sky.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. So this is the plane that I flew. It's only 4 seats. So that's the one that I'm allowed to fly.
Like
So does anyone know how to turn a plane? So let's say that I'm sitting in a plane on the ground.
You have to push something called a roller,
The throttle.
a throttle.
Yep. So that helps the plane go forward. But how would I turn left if I was in a plane?
Use the keys.
Keys?
There's a steering wheel.
That is
So a lot of people don't know this. When the plane's on the ground,
On the just something on the wings, that line.
good. So in the air, you go like that, left and right, and there's ailerons on the rings, and then the plane goes like that. But on the ground, if you do that, nothing will happen. So on the ground, there's pedals. So you've got to push your foot. So if you want to go left, you push the pedal and it goes left. A lot of people don't know that. So let's say that you're taking off. The problem with that plane is in a car, accelerate and brake. But in a plane, if you try and think, oh, okay, I've got to accelerate, and then you hit that, you just go to the right. So the controls are very different. So this is one of the concepts when this plane came out, is they're worried that people will have an accident. They'll be going, taking off, and they're thinking, oh, okay, now I've got to accelerate more. Oh, okay, near the end of the runway, and they just push it in and the plane to go right. Also, what about, you see the drivers in Vietnam, so there's a lot of accidents. Can you imagine if we had lots of those planes flying around? How many accidents there'd be in Vietnam? And because Vietnam's so built up, what if the engine fails? Where would you land?
In the middle of nowhere.
Oh, you land on a building or something?
Skyscraper.
Like Al Qaeda.
jumping out
Yeah.
of the plane.
Parachute.
Parachute, but then what happens to the plane?
It crashes somewhere.
Dangerous.
When the plane crash, it explodes immediately, so no one can survive.
That's a pretty grim way to look at it. Yeah.
If I have a pilot, the plane will fall until it's kind of on the cloud. I can't see anything, so I will I will jump out of the plane. I will not crash again.
Yeah.
Everyone will die.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I have a game. Has anyone played Bananagrams before? No?
I only play apple and oranges.
Only apple and oranges. Okay.
What is that?
Is it similar to this? No? Okay, it's like Scrabble.
It's
I know Scrabble.
an eye.
Okay, so you guys will pick this up really quick. So you can have letters like, so plane. And you've got to link the words together.
I know that.
So if you have something else, like socks,
Oh.
you've got to work out how to try and link the words together. You can't write socks that way, no. And you can't write socks, so it can't go like S-O-C-A-S, no. And it can't go back this way. Okay?
Socks.
So it has to go this way or down, and everything has to be linked. Okay?
The last letter with the first letter, other letter?
Yep. Or you can start from here. So you can say like cook.
A teacher.
Yep.
Can we do like a T? Like there's a word the first word of the this is like the middle of the parallel word.
Yep. So you can use any letters, but say if you put something here like orange, so like O-R-A-N-G-E. See, that's not a word, R-O. A cook's not a word, so it has to make sense in every direction. Okay, so be careful of letters. So what I'm going to do is, how many teams do you guys want to work in?
One.
Not one. Everybody wins. How about we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we have 3 teams. So come here, we've got to do it on the ground because it'd be built. Okay, let's try and look at it count. Okay, tell me if you think this is even. Do you think that's about even? Okay, I'll get you guys to go here. Okay, and I'm going to give you guys how about 5 minutes for the first game? So you've got, actually, okay, I'm going to give you 4 minutes, and the team that has used the most letters wins. What's that? Oh, okay. You guys will do that. And you can ask for a letter from the other team, but they have to agree. So no stealing letters. But if another team wants to do a swap, you can. See, that's not a word. Ooh, that's not a word. Now you got 3 minutes left. You can start making words. Bigger words are easier to add on to. I is the one. Whoa, okay, that's the biggest word I've seen in class, mate. Nice. Okay, they've got one word and they're winning. So remember, that can't go like that. So it's going to go here. I'll be down. The words have to make sense that way as well. So ED is the word. Good. So RA. There you go. 1 minute. So you is in a word. PG is not a word. PG is the word. Okay, good. So count the letters. How many letters have you used? Not words, letters. 26. How many letters, not words? 19. 26. Okay, winners. 26. Okay, good job. Play it one more time. Okay, everyone throw it in the middle. What do we think? Even? Another? Are we happy with that? Okay. Okay, I'll give you 4 minutes again. What's that? Yeah, that's There you go. 1 minute left. No, that's short for Tyrannosaurus Rex. Okay, 25 seconds.
Hai thấy chưa rồi, ba chưa rồi.
Okay, time's up. Let's look at all the words. Good, you're alright? What's that word? How many letters do you like? 5? 25? Okay, good. 33? Can you beat 33 words? Okay, win again. 33. Good job. Okay, very good. Okay, let's pack up everyone. There we go. Okay. Does your teacher normally give you homework at the end? Or they just email it to you? Or they're just like immediately like this. Now I know there's something wrong. Okay. Well, time's up, and I don't know if I have to give you homework. So if you could try and sneak out past the TA, you might get away with it. Or you might get an email. Let's just see. Okay. Sorry, apparently I give you homework. Okay. Let's have a look.
Okay. Nãy trong em bà nói là em nói về câu mà em không nên nói mà nên là tí nữa chị bỏ đi được không? Vâng, nó đang quay là tí nữa.
Thầy đang định không cho.
Thế mà em nói cái đấy rồi nên là lớn lên em không được đi sang Anh nữa.
Em sợ hỏng danh tiếng á. Đi sang Anh chụp sắt á.
Thì cái này là gửi cho mấy ông ở Anh ấy.
Ok, xong rồi. Ôi, chị anh học Oxford. Em học ở trường học Oxford, mà xây một đại học Cambridge. Chị tin em, anh có 8 chấm. Coi. 9 chấm. 10 chấm. I have 10 score. Mình ơi, có bạn nào bố mẹ phải chờ không? Chị muốn mình ở lại với chị 5-10 phút mình bàn về cái lịch học của lớp nhá.
Không ạ, vâng.
Buổi sau ấy, mình đẩy lên học sáng được không?
Chị không được.
Sáng hôm nào?
Được học
Được,
sáng.
chủ nhật thôi, nhưng mà chúng mình học
Vâng.
sáng 9 giờ thôi.
Không được, em có lịch.
Không, không lịch gì cả.
Em có lịch học.
Chủ nhật tuần trước chị vừa gặp em mà.
Nhưng mà lúc đấy bây giờ em đi học lại rồi, thầy cô cũng phải cho em đi học thêm chứ.
Nghỉ.
Đúng rồi.
Nghỉ thầy cô đi.
Không nghỉ đi. Chị vì làm sao?
Thì cả lớp mình được học sáng.
Đúng rồi, học sáng nghỉ.
Em
Sau
bảo đi
này
ăn
chiều
chiều
không đến. Sau này chiều.
À, chiều à? Chiều. Nữa, chiều
with the little kids, I don't give homework. I've never done it before.
Like you're doing origami?